Today we start at Mt Rintoul Hut. I had originally planned to go through to Mid Hut, but I just didn't have it in me today, so ascended over a couple of high points, Purpletop being 1,532 metres the highest, and then continuing a fair bit of up and down before descending fairly sharply into Tarn Hut, which was really lovely. Well, I am definitely starting with a whole litre of tea this morning. It's fogged in outside here at Mt Rintoul Hut. Definitely need the tea today. Good morning, day 18. I've just left Mt Rintoul Hut and taking the Tarn Hut track. I can tell you this is going to be a tough old day for Miss Jenny. Lots of spinal pain this morning, sciatic pain. Knees are still sore. That's okay, just take it slowly. 5 hours to Tarn Hut with ascending about 300 metres up to Purpletop along the way. Lovely cool conditions again. So let's get at it. I've just said goodbye to Matthias. It's been absolutely delightful having his company. He may end up staying at Mid Wairoa, but he's talking about potentially going on to Top Wairoa. I've warned him about that first few kilometres on that trail and that it's dangerous. But he seems to be hiking at around about dock times. Yesterday was a little bit slower, but he's a tall guy with nice long legs, so it's easier for him to make distance than it is for me. So we'll see how we go. The trail's pretty muddy so far this morning, but I'm very grateful for the cool once again. It's going to be a really long day for me, because 5 hours to Tarn Hut, and I think going off Gnarly Adventures channel, because they got to Tarn Hut yesterday, because they started at Old Man's Hut. I think it took them 6 hours to do the second bit to Mid Wairoa Hut. So I'll have to definitely be looking at that time when I get to Tarn Hut. The plan is to go on to Mid Wairoa Hut. But of course we shall see how I'm feeling. Because I certainly need to pay attention to the trail today, to the markers, all the lovely triangles, and be very careful with my older body. See you down further. No views at the moment. So, just making my way up to Purpletop. Oh, there's Mt Rintoul. Oh man, getting down from Mt Rintoul and we were not friends at all. Today's just going to take so much grit and determination. I'm really having a hard day, and it's only just started. But you know, slowly but surely, one foot after the other, lots of breaks. I've got so much food, plenty of food to take an extra rest day if I have to, so that's all good. At the top of Purpletop, the top of the Te Araroa track anyway. I keep meaning to say, and I don't know if I did say yesterday, that I've been in very regular contact with my safety contacts, and I have a safety contact here in New Zealand, with enormous experience in all of this backcountry stuff. So, and I've just been checking in again with all of them for about the last 5 minutes. So it's just a really tough day today. You know, I'm feeling pretty emotional about it, to be honest. And the weather conditions aren't exactly helping. And this is what I had yesterday too. Fine in the morning, and then as soon as I got on Little Rintoul it turned to this. But the good news is there's no wind. If there was wind, then I wouldn't be doing it. So thank goodness Far Out app is really great, really enjoying that. That's keeping me on course. And along with, of course, the 2 Te Araroa Trail apps as well. Anyway, better get going. This is not going to hike itself. Bye for now. This is a really difficult chronic pain day today too, but don't worry at all. You know, I'm used to hard every day of the week with chronic pain. So I know I've got this. This is just going to be another hard day. I've done it a million times before, and I will do it a million times again. No problem at all. But I'm likely to have a bit of a whinge along the way. There's been so many goats up here. Might be a bit hard to see with all of this foggy, clouded in weather. I mean, it comes and goes. I know this is on full zoom, but can you see that scree that descends down there? That's what I descended yesterday. And for me, that was absolutely diabolical with no sensation in the feet. But as I was explaining to Matthias in the hut, because he was asking me how on earth I do it without any sensation in my feet, and I was explaining to him that scree, it's a bit like snow. You've got to let all the control go. It's no use tensing up your body. Just let the control go. Go with the rhythm that the scree takes you. And usually that's okay. I think the reality with that trainer was that I was always going to slip over and fall on my bum. But on that sort of scree, it wasn't dangerous. It's not like I'm going to fall a long way. It's just simple little landings on your bum. The trick was getting up with a pack. Now that was a completely different situation. That was definitely much harder. Anyway, almost at the top of Purpletop. Oh yeah, now you can see that scree a bit better. Can you see that? I know it's zoomed in, but can you see that scar that goes down? It was hard work. This is where I've come from. And now, oh goodness, I'm ascending up there. Here we go. That's as close as the track goes to Purpletop. I can see, I reckon the red hills are over there, red mountains, whatever they're called, they're red. So I'm presuming that's where I've headed eventually. But for now, what epic scenery. Oh my God, New Zealand, you just blow my mind. Just because I'm having a hard day though doesn't mean I've bitten off more than I can chew. I certainly haven't done that. There's nothing wrong with having a hard day. Just having my beefed up muesli for breakfast and also a bit of orange juice. And just watching the weather coming and going, clouds coming and going here on Purpletop. Well, I'm on top of the world, baby! But now it's time to head that away. Oh, the weather is deteriorating a little bit. Now we have some sleet. I'm just so grateful for the apps that we have nowadays and the snow poles that clearly define the entire route. Just absolutely a godsend. I've learnt to quite enjoy the jigsaw puzzle of the nature of this type of terrain, but it does absolutely suck up time in order to do it safely. Clouds are just whipping through and the temperature has plummeted, and I've had a little bit of snow, just really tiny stuff, but yeah, I might have to layer up in a minute. I've got plenty of warm layers. And back into the forest we go. And the notes say that the track descends really steeply into Tarn Hut, and if a Kiwi says steeply, you can jolly well believe it's going to be steep. Yes, I can confirm it's absolutely steep, but oh wow, isn't this also incredibly stunning? Wow. You know, as I'm walking through this gorgeous birch forest, it's given me time to reflect, because part of my personality, I suppose the old part of my personality, is just so annoyed that I'm slower than dock times, and it's not just like a tiny bit slower, considerably slower, but you know, I've got to remember that this is my own journey to do in my own way, and in all the reality is with spinal based permanent disability, the reality is that in order to be safe, you just need to do things at your own pace. And like just before, I had quite a long brekkie break up on top of Purpletop. Others would have a shorter break, but for me, I like to have some breakfast, take in the views, really appreciate where I am, and watch the clouds come and go, and get myself a bit more organised for the day. So I just need to do things in my own way and not get caught up in my A-type personality that gets annoyed when things aren't perfect, because life's just not perfect. And just like every other TA walker who's successful in completing a section, I will be too. It'll just take me a bit longer, and that's okay. You won't be able to see it, but there are triangles over there. I can see them. Can you see them? Even big ones on the trees. I get up to it. Can you see them? Oh, around this way I go. Down, down, down. Making progress. Conditions haven't eased though. So I've come from that way. Now I'm at this intersection, and so I go this way, descending to Tarn Hut. Gorgeous forest, exceptionally beautifully cool walking conditions, and I just want to say I'm just so grateful to my body and what it's enabling me to do. So grateful to the medical team who's supporting me throughout this and has put so much work into helping me prepare. So grateful to my mountain man, my son, and our daughter-in-law, grandson, friends, everyone who's been busy supporting. This was never going to be an easy challenge. I don't want an easy challenge, so I'm getting exactly what I asked for. But how gorgeous is this forest? Wow. Let's see, go over there by the looks of things. I'm still on my way down to Tarn Hut, but my brain's just wondering, which mountains of these am I going up? Because there's a heap of them, I know I am. Still making my way to Tarn Hut. This isn't going to look like it on camera, but it does take some time to negotiate this sort of sidling. And now I get to very carefully go down here. Still descending to Tarn Hut. Okay, well this bit's going to be tricky. Slowly catchy monkey, hey? Wow. Time's got the better of me tomorrow. Mid Wairoa Hut is going to have to be a tomorrow job. It's just simply taken me too much time, so I'll be going up there in the morning. Whew, that's steep. So I'm headed to Tarn Hut now, and that's definitely where I'm going to camp tonight. Yeah, time's just got the better of me. Never mind. Oh, here we are, just right up Tarn Hut. Tarn's down there, so let's go in, see if anyone's at home. Hello, the hut! This is a cute little 5 bunker. Oh, very clean. Looks like the volunteers from November's Love Your Hut program have been in and cleaned it. So that's very good. Oh, we've got some new blue mattresses too. Very good. Very good indeed. Everything you need. Right, I might get myself organised and get down into that tarn, I think. Tarn Lake is very much like a Tasmanian lake, but there's plenty of eels in here, but this girl needs a bath and cold water for my bones and muscles and all that. Well, murky as the water is, this is still pure bliss, nice and cold. Up to my waist. I've been in here for about half an hour now. It's just so nice to be in the cold water. It's a great day, so my clothes are going to dry, no problems at all. Bit of a steep ascent out of here. You know, if you're thinking about whether to push on from this location up to Mid Wairoa, I mean, if you can, you absolutely would, because it's quite a descent down, a bit of a detour to the hut, and you walk all around the lake before you get to the hut. But for me, it was just too late in the day to give me quality walking time before the spinal pain really kicks up. So although I'm not happy with the amount of kilometres today, some of the terrain's been quite technical, and following up from yesterday and having sciatic pain with having tweaked my back a bit, this is definitely the erring on the side of caution, sensible choice to be making. Had a nice little fire because I washed my my underwear and my socks. That feels so much better now.